Hello everyone. Welcome to Akriti, Art of Mathematics, Simple Mathematics classes. I am Sudhir MK. In this class, I am going to discuss about relations and functions. And this is Relations and Functions class 2. In last class, I explained different types of relations and function. In this class, we see all definitions and problems related to exercise 1.1. Now first we see what is Cartesian product of two sets. The Cartesian product, it is denoted by A cross B. The Cartesian product A cross B of two non-empty sets A and B is the set of all ordered pairs AB, where A belongs to A, B belongs to B. Now here, first element belongs to first set A and second element B belongs to second set B. The next it is relation. For two non-empty sets A and B, a relation R from A to B is the subset of A cross B. So relation is subset of A cross B consisting of all ordered pairs AB, where A related to B by the relation R. So relation is subset of A cross B. It consists of all ordered pairs where A is related to B by the relation R. Next, relation R on a set A only. Now here we will not consider relation from set A to B, it is from set A to A only. So it is called relation on a set A. It is the subset of A cross A. So this relation, it is a subset of A cross A, where every ordered pair in R satisfies the relation R. Therefore this relation is on A cross A only. So next example, we take one set A equal to 2, 4, 5, 6 and relation R is 1 more than in A cross A. So here relation is 1 more than, that is X is 1 more than Y. First element should be 1 more than second element. Now here relation is 5, 4 and here 6, 5. So 5 is 1 more than 4, 6 is 1 more than 5. So this is subset of A cross A only. So we take first element is also from A, second element is also from A only. So therefore this is relation on R only. Next we see types of relations. Consider one example. Take A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and relation in A defined by R equal to set of all AB such that A plus B equal to 100. So that is when we add two numbers, we have to get 100. Suppose if we take any number here, 1 plus 1 not possible, 1 2 not possible, 1 3, 1 4. So any number, maximum here it is 4 plus 4, it is 8. So it is not equal to 100. Therefore here relation is not possible. So here R equal to empty set. So this type of relation is called empty relation. This type of relation is called as empty relation. Here relation is empty set. We see definition of empty relation. A relation R in a set A is called empty relation if no element of A is related to any other element of A. And here R equal to empty set. Here no element of A related to other element of A only. So therefore this relation is empty relation. So here R equal to empty set. This is called empty relation. Now we take one more example. Take A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and relation in A defined by set of all AB such that A minus B equal to 10. So when we subtract these two numbers, we have to get 10. So it is not possible. So if we consider 4 minus 1 or 2 minus 3 or 3 minus 1, 4 minus 3, so we will not get 10. Here no element is related to other element. So here R equal to empty set. So therefore R is empty relation. Next consider A equal to 1, 2, 3 and define a relation R in A by R equal to set of all AB such that A plus B less than 100. When we add two numbers, the answer should be less than 100. We consider 1, 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So it is possible. 1, 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. That is also less than 100. So 1, 3. It is also possible. 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3 possible. 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3 possible. So therefore all ordered pairs are possible. So here relation is 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. In this relation, we have all the ordered pairs of A cross A. So this type of relation is called as universal relation. So where R is same as A cross A. So this type of relation is called as universal relation. So we see definition. What is universal relation? A relation R in a set A is called universal relation if each element of A is related to every element of A, that is R equal to A cross A. Here every element is related to other element and itself also. Here R is same as A cross A. So this is called universal relation. So next we consider one more example. Take A equal to 1, 3 and define a relation in A by R equal to set of all AB such that A minus B is an integer. That is, when we subtract two numbers, we have to get integer. Now here 1 minus 1 is 0. It is an integer. 1 minus 3 is minus 2. That is also integer. 3 minus 1 is 2. It is also integer. 3 minus 3 is 0. It is also an integer. Here relation is 1, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, 3, 3. All are possible. So this is same as A cross A. So therefore this relation is universal relation. So here R equal to A cross A, which is the universal relation. So next we consider one line L1. We consider one line L1 and here we take one relation parallel. Now we consider L1 is parallel to L1. It is true. Any line is parallel to itself. This is true. So therefore L1 is related to L1 by the relation parallel. But L1 perpendicular to L1, it is not true. Now here relation is perpendicular. So L1 perpendicular to L1 is not true. L1 is not related to L1 by the relation perpendicular. Now here L1 is related to L1 by the relation parallel. So this type of relation is called as reflexive relation. If in a set all the elements are related to itself by the relation R, then that relation is called reflexive relation. That is, every element related to itself. So in a set all the elements are related to itself. So that is, you have to verify all the elements, not some elements. All the elements are related to itself by the relation R. Then it is called as reflexive relation. Now we see reflexive relation definition. A relation R on a set S is called reflexive relation if A comma A, that is order pair A comma A, belongs to R for all A belongs to S. You take any set S and take all the elements. You have to take all the elements. If every element is related to itself, then that relation is called as reflexive relation. So next example, consider A equal to 1, 3, 4 and one relation. Simply consider one relation R equal to 1, 1, 1, 4, 3, 3, 4, 1, 4, 4. Now in this relation we have 1, 1 and here we have 3, 3 and also 4, 4. So this relation is reflexive. Since 1, 1, 3, 3 and 4, 4 are there in R, so this relation is reflexive. So consider example 2. Now consider A equal to 3, 8, 9 and relation is divisible by. So here relation is divisible by in A only. Here 3 is divisible by 3 and 8 is divisible by 8 and 9 is divisible by 3 and 9 is divisible by 9 also. So therefore here order pairs are 3, 3, that is 3 divisible by 3, 8, 8, 8 is divisible by 8 and 9, 3, that is 9 is divisible by 3 and 9, 9, that is 9 is divisible by 9. So here order pairs 3, 3, 8, 8, 9, 3, 9, 9 and here we have 3, 3, 8, 8 and 9, 9, that is same element is related to itself. So therefore this relation is reflexive. So same element is related to itself. So here we have all the order pairs 3, 3, 8, 8, 9, 9. So therefore it is reflexive. So consider one more example. Consider one set A equal to 2, 3, 7 and R is the relation is less than. So here 2 less than 2 not possible, 2 less than 3 possible, 2 less than 7 possible, 3 less than 7 possible, 7 less than 7 not possible. So therefore order pairs are 2, 3, 2, 7 and 3, 7. Now here this relation is not reflexive since 2, 2 is not there, 3, 3 is not there and 7, 7 is also not there. So therefore this relation is not reflexive since 2, 2 does not belong to R. So no need to verify all numbers. If any one order pair is not there, then it is not reflexive. Here 2, 2 is not there, so therefore it is not reflexive. The next example, consider set A equal to 2, 3, 5 and relation is 2, 2, 2, 5, 3, 5, 5, 5. Now here we have 2, 2 and here we have 2, 5, 3, 5, 5, 5. Now here 2 is related to 2, 5 is related to 5, but 3 is not related to 3 here. So in this relation, 3 is not related to 3. So therefore, this relation is not reflexive. We should see the relation for all the elements. So here 3 is not there, it is not reflexive. So if one element is not related to itself, then also it is not reflexive. So this relation is not reflexive. So next, consider two parallel lines L1 and L2. So consider one line L1, another line L2. So they are parallel. Now here L1 is parallel to L2. So L1 is parallel to L2 and L2 is parallel to L1 is also true. If L1 is parallel to L2, then L2 is also parallel to L1. When we interchange these two lines, the relation holds good. So same type, consider two lines L1 and L2. So here L1 and L2, they are perpendicular. Here L1 is perpendicular to L2. So L1 is perpendicular to L2. Also L2 is perpendicular to L1. So if we interchange L1 and L2, then also relation holds good. Here L1 is perpendicular to L2, also L2 is perpendicular to L1, both are true. If one element is related to any other element, so first element is related to second element and the other element is also related to first element, that is first element related to second element and second element is also related to first element, then the relation is called symmetric relation. So if first element related to second element, again second element related to first element by the same relation, so then that type of relation is called as symmetric relation. Here parallel is symmetric, perpendicular is also symmetric. So we say definition of symmetric relation. A relation R on a set A is called symmetric relation if AB belongs to R, then BA also belongs to R. That is, if A related to B, then B also related to A by the same relation. Now here important is if, that is, we have to check symmetric relation only when if AB belongs to R. If AB is not there, automatically symmetric relation satisfies. We consider example. Consider set A equal to 1, 3, 4 and relation 1, 3, 1, 4, 3, 3, 3, 1, 4, 1 and 4, 4. Now here we have 1, 3 and 3, 1 is also there, and here we have 1, 4, 4, 1 is also there. So 3, 1, 1, 3 is there, 4, 1, 1, 4 is there. So therefore this relation is symmetric. So R is symmetric as 1, 3 belongs to R and 3, 1 also belongs to R. So we have 1, 3 and 3, 1. Same type, we have 1, 4 and 4, 1. So therefore this relation is symmetric. So consider example 2. Consider set A equal to 5 and 8 and relation is R equal to set of all AB such that mod of A minus B is an integer. We consider one relation mod of A minus B is an integer. Now 5 minus 5, 0 is an integer, 5 minus 8 is also integer, 8 minus 5 is also integer, 8 minus 8 is also integer. So therefore here relation is 5, 5, 5, 8, 8, 5, 8, 8. This is the relation on A. Now here we have 5, 8, also 8, 5. So therefore this relation is symmetric. So R is symmetric as 5, 8 belongs to R and 8, 5 also belongs to R. So here we have 5, 8 and 8, 5 both belongs to R. So therefore this relation is symmetric. Consider one more example. Consider A equal to 2, 3, 7 and R is the relation E is less than. Now here 2 less than 2 is not possible, 2 less than 3 possible, 2 less than 7 possible, 3 less than 3 not possible, 3 less than 7 possible. So relation is only 2, 3, 2, 7 and 3, 7. That is 2 less than 3, 2 less than 7 and 3 less than 7. Now here in this relation we have 2, 3 but 3, 2 is not there. So that is 2 less than 3 but 3 less than 2 is not possible. So same type, 2, 7 is there but 7, 2 is not there. 2 is less than 7 but 7 less than 2 not possible. Same type, 3 less than 7 but 7 less than 3 not possible. So therefore this relation is not symmetric. So this relation is not symmetric since 2 less than 7 but 7 less than 2 is not possible. Consider next example. Consider A equal to 2, 3, 5 and take one relation R equal to 2, 2, 5, 5. Now this is important. Now here we have 2, 2 and 5 5 only. There is no order pair AB. So therefore symmetric relation is satisfied. So here symmetric relation is satisfied. So important, if AB belongs to R, then only you have to verify BA is there or not. If AB is not there, then automatically symmetric relation satisfies. So here also, so AB is not there, therefore symmetric relation satisfies. So next consider three parallel lines L1, L2 and L3. You consider L1, L2 and L3. So here L1 parallel to L2 and L2 parallel to L3. So here L1 is parallel to L2 and L2 parallel to L3. So then L1 parallel to L3 is also true. So consider L1, L2, L1 and L2 parallel, L2, L3, L2 parallel to L3. Also L1 is parallel to L3. So L1 and L3 also parallel. So here L1 related to L2 by the relation parallel, L2 related to L3 by the relation parallel, and L1 is also related to L3 by the relation parallel. So here L1 is also related to L3, L1 related to L2, L2 related to L3, and L1 and L3 also related. We consider one more example. Consider three lines L1, L2 and L3. So it is L1, L2 and L3. So here L1 is perpendicular to L2. So L1 perpendicular to L2 and L2 perpendicular to L3. So L1 related to L2 by the relation perpendicular, L2 related to L3 by the relation perpendicular. But consider L1 and L3, they are not perpendicular. L1 and L3 are parallel here. So therefore L1 and L3 are not related by the relation perpendicular. So here L1 is perpendicular to L3. It is not true. So L1 is not perpendicular to L3. So here relation is perpendicular. L1 perpendicular to L2, L2 perpendicular to L3, but L1 perpendicular to L3 is not possible. If first element is related to second element and second element related to third element, then first element is also related to third element by the same relation, then this type of relation is called transitive relation. So if A related to B, B related to C, then A also related to C by the same relation, then this type of relation is called transitive relation. So we see definition of transitive relation. A relation R on a set A is called a transitive relation if AB, BC belongs to R, then AC also belongs to R. Here also if is important. If AB, BC belongs to R, if AB, BC belongs to R, then we have to verify AC belongs to R or not. That is A related to B, B related to C. We have to verify whether A related to C. Now here also we have to verify transitive property only when AB and BC is there. If you have only AB, BC is not there, so then automatically transitive relation satisfies. So we take example. Consider set A equal to 1, 3, 4 and one relation in A defined by R equal to 1, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, 3, 3 and 4, 4. Now here we have 1, 3 and 3, 1. So 1, 3, 3, 1. 1 related to 3 and 3 related to 1. So then 1 related to 1 is also here. So 1 related to 1 is also true. We have to verify all the elements 1, 3, 3, 3. 1 related to 3 also here it is there. So therefore this relation is transitive. Now here 1, 1, 1, 3 belongs to R. Also 1, 3 belongs to R. And 1, 3, 3, 1 belongs to R. Also 1, 1 belongs to R. So therefore R is transitive. So next example. We consider set A equal to 1, 3, 4 and one relation 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 4, 3, 1, 3, 3, 4, 1, 4, 4. We have to verify whether this is transitive or not. Now we consider 1, 1. We have 1, 3. So 1, 3 is there. And we can consider 1, 1, 1, 4. 1, 4 is also there. Then we consider 1, 3 and 3, 1. So 1, 3, 3, 1. 1, 1 it is there. 1, 3, 3, 3. 1, 3 it is there. So then we consider 1, 4, 1, 4, 4, 1. So 4 is common here, 1, 1 it is there. 1, 4, 4, 4, 1, 4 it is there. So 3, 1 and 1, 1. We can consider 3, 1 and 1, 1. That is 3, 1 it is there. 3, 3, 3, 1. 3, 3, 3, 1 means we have to consider 3, 1. So 3, 1 is also it is there. So next it is 4, 1, 1, 1. 4, 1 it is there. So next it is 4, 1, 1, 3. So here 1, 1 common. We have to verify 4 3 is there or not. So 4 3 is not there. So 4 3 is not there. So therefore this is not transitive. So here we have 4 1 and 1 3. 1 is common here. 4 1 1 3, but 4 3 is not there. So therefore this relation is not transitive. You have to verify all the elements. So you have to verify for all the elements. So therefore this is not transitive. So next example, consider set A equal to 2 3 5 and relation is 2 2 3 5. Now this is important. So here relation is only 2 2 and 3 5. Now here we don't have order pairs like A B B C. So here we have 2 2. There is no other order pair start from 2. Here we have 3 5. There is no other order pair start from 5. So therefore there is no order pair A B B C. So automatically the transitive property satisfied. So therefore R is transitive. So important, you have to verify transitive property only when A B B C is there. So since A B is there but B C is not there, so this is transitive. Now consider the relation is parallel to in the set of straight lines. So we know that L1, L2, L3, so 3 parallel lines, and here R is reflexive, that is L1 is parallel to L1, L2 parallel to L2, L3 parallel to L3. So every line is parallel to itself, that is every line is related to itself by the relation parallel to. So therefore this is reflexive, and it is symmetric also. If L1 is parallel to L2, L2 is also parallel to L1, and L1 parallel to L3, L3 is also parallel to L1. If L1 parallel to L3, L3 is also parallel to L1. So therefore this is symmetric, and it is also transitive. L1 parallel to L2, L2 parallel to L3, then L1 is also parallel to L3. So this relation is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. A relation which is reflexive, symmetric and transitive is called as equivalence relation. A relation which is reflexive, symmetric and transitive is called equivalence relation. We take example, consider set A, it is 1 3 and relation is 1 1 1 3 3 1 3 3. So now this relation is from A to A only, that is relation on A only. So relation on A, it is R equal to 1 1 1 3 3 1 3 3. Now here we have 1 1 and here we have 3 3. So therefore this is reflexive, that is every element is related to itself. So therefore it is reflexive. Now we check symmetric, we have 1 3 and 3 1. So we have 1 3 and 3 1, therefore it is symmetric. Next it is transitive. Now here we have 1 1 and 1 3. So here 1 is common, then we have to check 1 3. So 1 3 is there, so therefore it is transitive. We check other element also, 1 3 3 1. So 1 1 is there, and we can check 1 3 3 3, 1 3 it is there, 3 1 1 1 and 3 1 it is there. So therefore this is transitive. So this relation is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, hence it is equivalence relation. Consider example 2. In this set of straight lines, the relation is parallel, is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, hence it is equivalence relation. So the relation parallel in the set of straight lines, it is equivalence relation. So next we discuss some problems. It is from exercise 1.1. So first question, let A be the set of all students of a boys school. So here important, it is boys school. Show that the relation R1, it is set of all AB, such that A is sister of B, is the empty relation, and R2, it is set of all AB, such that the difference between height of A and B is less than 3 meters, is the universal relation. So here we have to prove R1 is empty relation and R2 is universal relation. Now see here, it is given that it is boys school. So therefore there is no girls. Any student is sister of any other student is not possible. So A is sister of B, it is not possible. So therefore this is empty relation. Here you consider R2. So R2 is difference between height of A and B is less than 3 meters. So 3 meters means it is approximately equal to 9 feet. Difference between height of two students is always less than 9 feet. Therefore every student is related to other student by this relation. Therefore R2 is universal relation. We see answer. Since the school is boys school, no student of this school can be sister of any student of this school. So here R1 is empty set. So this school is only for boys. So therefore there is no girls. So any student is sister of other student is not possible. So hence R1 is empty set. Since the difference between height of any two students of the school has to be less than 3 meters, R2 is same as A cross A. So here R2 is same as A cross A. So it is universal relation. So here every element is related to itself and every element is related to other also. Next one, in set 1, 2, 3, the relation R equal to 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3 is not symmetric. Why? So this relation is not symmetric. You have to give the reason. Now you have to verify symmetric relation. Here we have 1, 2, but 2, 1 is not there. So we have 1, 2, but 2, 1 is not there. So therefore this is not symmetric. So since 1, 2 belongs to R, but 2, 1 does not belong to R. So therefore this relation is not symmetric. So next problem, the relation on the set 1, 2, 3 given by R equal to 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3 is not transitive. Why? So this relation is not transitive. Why? We have to explain. Now you consider 1, 1 and 1, 2. So here 1 is common. We have 1, 2. So we can't tell it is transitive. You have to verify other element also. We consider 2, 2 and here we have 2, 3 and 2, 3 is also here. Now we consider 1, 2 and 2, 3. It is 1, 2, 2, 3 and here 2 common 1, 3. So 1, 3 it is not there in this side. So therefore this is not transitive. So here we have 1, 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2, 3 belongs to R, but 1, 3 does not belong to R. Therefore R is not transitive. So R is not transitive. The next problem, determine whether the relation R in the set A 1, 2, 3, 4 given by R equal to 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 4, 4, 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2 is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. You have to verify whether this relation is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Here first we consider reflexive, that is we have 1, 1, then it is 2, 2, then it is 3, 3 and here we have 4, 4. Every element is related to itself, therefore this relation is reflexive. So this relation is reflexive since A, A belongs to R, for all A belongs to A. We check symmetric. Now here we have 1, 2 and here 2, 1 is not there. So we have 1, 2, 2, 1 is not there. So therefore it is not symmetric. So here we have 1, 2 belongs to R, but 2, 1 does not belong to R. Therefore it is not symmetric. Next we check transitive. 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2 is there. Then it is 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 3 it is there. Then it is 1, 3, 3, 3, 1, 3 it is there. Then we can verify 3, 3, 3, 2. 3, 2 is there. So therefore for all elements A, B, B, C, A, C also belongs to R. So therefore we write this is transitive. So R is transitive since A, B, B, C belongs to R. A, C also belongs to R. So this relation is reflexive but not symmetric and it is transitive. So next one, show that the relation R in the set 1, 2, 3 given by R equal to 1, 2, 2, 1 is symmetric but neither reflexive nor transitive. So this relation is neither reflexive nor transitive. It is only symmetric. You have to prove that it is only symmetric. Now here 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 it is not there. So therefore it is not reflexive. So this is not reflexive since 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 it is not there, or one element also enough. So since 1, 1 is not there, so this is not reflexive. Now it is symmetric. So we have 1, 2 and 2, 1 also. So if AB belongs to R, BA also belongs to R, then it is symmetric. So here we have 1, 2 and 2, 1. So 1, 2 is there and 2, 1 is also there. Then it is symmetric. So R is symmetric since 1, 2 belongs to R, also 2, 1 belongs to R, and 2, 1 belongs to R, also 1, 2 belongs to R. So this relation is symmetric. So next we check transitive. So here we have 1, 2, 2, 1. So 2 is common, but 1, 1 is not there in this relation. So therefore it is not transitive. So here we have 1, 2 and 2, 1. But 1, 1 does not belong to R. So here we have 1, 2, 2, 1. 2 is common, but 1, 1 is not there. So therefore it is not transitive. The next question, give an example of a relation which is symmetric but neither reflexive nor transitive. You have to give an example of a relation which is only symmetric. Now we know that perpendicular, it is only symmetric but it is neither reflexive nor transitive. So therefore in the set of straight lines the relation is perpendicular to is only symmetric. The next question, give an example of a relation which is transitive but neither reflexive nor symmetric. You have to give an example which is only transitive. Now here we can consider the relation less than. Now we know that 2 is less than 3 and 3 less than 5. Then 2 is less than 5, it is possible. But 2 less than 2, not possible. If it is 2 less than 3, 3 less than 2 is not possible. So therefore, less than is only transitive. It is not reflexive and not symmetric. So therefore, in the set of real numbers, the relation is less than is only transitive. Next question, give an example of a relation which is reflexive and symmetric but not transitive. If we are not having any example, directly we can give one set and we can define some relation in it. So we write one set A equal to 1, 2, 3 and take one relation 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2. Now check this. So this relation is reflexive. So we have 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So this relation is reflexive and it is symmetric also. Now here we have 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2. So therefore this is symmetric but it is not transitive. So we can verify this is not transitive since here we have 1, 2, 2, 3. So here we have 1, 2, 2, 3 but 1, 3 is not there. So 1, 3 is not there. So therefore this is not transitive. So this relation is reflexive and symmetric but not transitive since 1, 2, 2, 3 belongs to R but 1, 3 does not belong to R. So therefore, this relation is only reflexive and symmetric but not transitive. We can give example like this also. Next question, give an example of a relation which is reflexive and transitive but not symmetric. So we write same as previous problem. We take one set 1, 2, 3. We take one relation R equal to 1, 1, 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3. Now you have to verify this relation is reflexive and transitive but not symmetric. Now you consider here we have 1, 1 and 2, 2, 3, 3. So therefore this relation is reflexive. Now transitive, we have 1, 1, 1, 3. 1, 3 is also there. Then we have 1, 3, 3, 3. 1, 3 is also there. So therefore this is transitive. Now it is not symmetric. Why? Now here we have 1, 3 but 3, 1 is not there. So therefore it is not symmetric. So here we have 1, 3 but 3, 1 is not there. So therefore it is not symmetric. So here relation is reflexive and transitive but not symmetric since 1, 3 belongs to R but 3, 1 does not belong to R. Therefore this is one example of a relation which is reflexive and transitive but not symmetric. Or we can give one more relation. It is less than or equal to in the real numbers. We consider the relation less than or equal to also. So it is less than or equal to 2 less than or equal to 2. It is possible. So 2 related to 2. So therefore it is reflexive. Any number equal to that number, it is possible. So therefore this relation is reflexive. But it is not symmetric. 2 less than or equal to 3 but 3 less than or equal to 2, not possible. And here it is transitive. 2 less than or equal to 3, 3 less than or equal to 4, then 2 less than or equal to 4. It is true. So therefore this relation is reflexive and transitive but it is not symmetric. So therefore the relation is less than or equal to on set of real numbers is reflexive and transitive but not symmetric. So next problem, give an example of a relation which is symmetric and transitive but it should not be reflexive. So it is not reflexive. Now here also we consider one set A equal to 1, 2, 3 and one relation 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. Now here we have 1, 1 and here we have 2, 2 but 3, 3 is not there. It is not reflexive. Since 3, 3 is not there, it is not reflexive. Now here we check symmetric. We have 1, 2 and 2, 1. So therefore this is symmetric. We have 1, 2, 2, 1. It is symmetric and it is transitive also. Here we have 1, 2, 2, 1 and 1, 1 it is there. 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2 it is there. So therefore this is symmetric and transitive but it is not reflexive. Here R is symmetric and transitive but not reflexive as 3 belongs to A. So 3 is one element of A but 3, 3 does not belong to R. So you have to verify for all elements. So for all elements you have to verify reflexive property. Here 3 is not related to 3. Therefore it is not reflexive. That's all in this video. I will continue this chapter explanation in next video. Thank you for watching. Please Like, share and subscribe the channel for more video notifications. Subscribe my YouTube channel Akriti Mathematics Classes. Thank you once again.